Okay, so today we're here with Willy Adler. He's a good friend of mine, 68 years old. He's an artist first and foremost, and he's also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt. He's been training for about like 4 years, right, Willy?
A little more, I think,
A little more,
actually.
maybe 5 years, something like that. Today I wanted to interview him because you know, not only is he well, he's a super interesting guy, but also um, a lot of people feel like when they get into jiu-jitsu that it's just a sport for people that are in their 20s, but it's clearly not the case. I mean, Willie trains, three, four, sometimes five times a week, and he seems to enjoy it just as an activity by itself. So I kind of wanted to dig into that a little bit. The first question that I had for you, Willie, today is, how did you get started in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Well, I had done some other martial arts over the past 50 years, a little bit, and then a friend of mine said to me, he knows this Phil who does jiu-jitsu. I'd like to meet him. And I said, no, I don't want to meet anyone anymore. So I did meet him a few weeks later, and he just said, come on. And we just hooked up like two magnets, or whatever the opposite would be. Okay, there's jiu-jitsu right there. Okay, so we were right in it, and I started to just instantly enjoy myself. And I wasn't really any good at it, but I sensed and understood the whole sort of dynamic, the great world of it. I said, this is pretty okay, pretty cool. So there I was.
Okay, nice. Well, how do here's something that I think a lot of people are interested in hearing about. You're in a lot better shape at 60 years old than most guys that I know that are in their 30s and 40s even. Like, what are some of the things, maybe tips that you have, or what kind of lifestyle do you lead that allows you to stay in such great shape?
Well, I guess first of all, I was always a dreamer. So you don't let them take or steal your dreams from you. That's important for the inner self, because there you are. You can always be yourself. Rather than get to be focused the way they want you to be and slowly age rapidly. So maybe I didn't have that because I kept to my dreams somewhat and age or whatever, or do what I want the way I want. And this is part of it. Now, it's very difficult for most people in this culture to do that. So how do you do that? I don't know. You have to be in love with everything you do, passionate about what you do, I guess. And pretty much everything I've done, I've worked with kids, with animals, plants. So everything I do, I feel I have a great passion. And of course, I've been painting for over 50 years, I guess. And that's always been the real foci of everything. So everything else is just fed in. And that's allowed me to, I guess, eat it. Because I ate well early. I was a vegetarian in high school, which was unheard of. People call me all sorts of names. And now, they're the ones, when I see them in the health food stores, or they don't know me necessarily, but they say, oh, you want to try this? It's good. And I look at them and go, wow, man, your skin's sagging, you look like crap, whatever it may be. That's okay. But they were the people that would, in a sense, that would have been putting me down 60 years ago. Yeah. So
Nice.
there we are.
Okay. Well, that's a great answer. So the third question I've got is, do you ever get hurt? And if so, how do you deal with it, or prevent injury, or even just recover?
Yeah, good question. I sometimes get hurt just by my own, just by aging. A lot of the stuff starts to go, in a sense, joints go. So if you're doing a lot of, I do massage, and a lot of times I found that my hands, parts of my hands have hurt because overextending or doing massage incorrectly. So you do get hurt. Best way to do is not to go seek medical advice or take all those Tylenols and stuff, as they constantly tell me, oh, take Advil, take Advil. Just relax, work at it. I, of course, I massage myself too, because I can't get massage really. Work on yourself. What do they say? Physician, heal thyself. There you are. Okay. So you slowly will heal to a great extent. And now, if it's a great traumatic something like your knee, these ACLs and everything that people talk about, I don't know, maybe that's because the young guys can go and tear into it. I go a little slower with my jiu-jitsu practice. I try to train with people that are a little sensitive, so they don't just come in gung-ho and try to get that submission, whatever it may be. So So that's part of it too, is knowing who you're training with, what you're doing, and again, who you're with. Everybody's working together, and that's the great thing about being here in Balance is everybody's pretty cool. We weed out the crazies who come in, so you're not worried about, oh, man, this guy's gonna try to mess me up because I just look like that kind of guy. I'm not that kind of guy, but you never know. So jiu-jitsu is a lifestyle. It's not just a thing you do and you say, man, I do this and I can kick ass, this and that. No, it's a whole different world. And this has opened that up for me too. And I think everybody here that's a serious practitioner of jiu-jitsu. Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Well, the fourth question I had is, you're an artist, and you've, for lifelong, your whole life you've been doing artwork. Do you feel any relationship between your artwork and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at all? Or, if it's totally separate, that's fine. Or if there is a relationship for you there, or even if you see any parallels in the way that you train and the way that you paint, whatever your thoughts are on that.
Yeah, everything's the same. I look at my life. I started out loving music. Music's key because it opens the soul. If you don't listen to music, or if you listen to a lot of crap, answer your own question. Okay. However, I started out, say like this, and then everything slowly goes like this. You grab something, there's music and art. Grab this one, that one, more art. Then kids, maybe, animals, trees, the whole thing, the whole universe. So you're still there. Martial arts, everything's included. So everything's always there. So I can go back all the time to whatever I need to go back to, draw out from that.
So it's almost like a tornado that keeps on pulling more and more things into its orbit.
Right. And meanwhile, I still have the base, which my base is, I guess I'd have to say, is music and art and this and that type of stuff, which is the whole culture of the West, which is something that I do respect and appreciate. So I do feel that I'm not part of that, but I'd like to be. In my mind, that's how I feel. That's where I am. That I'm part of that. A lot of it's been gone asunder now because of this the age we're in. But I feel like I stick very low key, paintbrush, paints, no high tech stuff. That's part of it too. Less stress. So the martial arts with the painting. I've done a few paintings with jiu-jitsu themes, that type of stuff, but not so much. I'm not interested that way. I'm interested in the effect I get from what I may see and say, wow, yeah, this is great. How can I apply that to my painting? So far I haven't done, other than 2 paintings or so with martial arts themes, I haven't really done any. That's not my real interest in painting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, we're at 8 minutes right now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to start part 2 in a second.